don't look great for Angela Merkel, do they?
Well, Angela Merkel's Bavarian sister party, the CSU, has always enjoyed a very comfortable leadership in Bavaria. The Christian conservative values of their party very much in line with the electorate in this very wealthy southern German state, which is also traditionally very Catholic. But we've seen a real slump in the polls ahead of this election for the CSU, and this partly has to do with the party's current leadership. The CSU current Interior Minister of Germany, Horst Seehofer, has become somewhat of a comedy villain in German politics for the way he's seen as politically posturing and threatening to tear apart the German government on the issue of migration. The candidate for the CSU in this election, Markus Söder, also really failed to charm voters this time. But I think what we're seeing play out in this Bavarian election is really mirroring what's happening across Germany, which is voters turning away from the centrist politics very much defined by Angela Merkel's conservative-led government and turning towards smaller parties. This is where the Alternative for Germany has really managed to thrive, especially on the issue of migration. But not only the Alternative for Germany, the Green Party also set to do really well. And this is a real worrying sign for Angela Merkel. Her government's been criticised recently, not only on the issue of migration, but also for its handling of the diesel scandal and also on issues such as housing. But also there's a sense in Germany, as in elsewhere in Europe, that voters are turning away from centrist politics towards smaller parties.
Well, as you've been saying, it looks like the AfD could be set to gain seats in that state authority. But do we have any indication of what kind of policies they would like to introduce?
Well, the Alternative for Germany is very loud and very vocal on the policies they want to introduce. Predominantly, this is a party with a very anti-migrant stance. And they are an opposition party in the national government now, where they are shaping the migration and integration policies in Germany and also really making their voice heard when it comes to a lot of domestic issues. But whereas they don't have a chance to govern yet, they don't have a lot of say on policy on the whole, but they are introducing a lot of initiatives which I think really demonstrate where their politics lie. One of these is they want to introduce a method in schools for students to be able to report online to the Alternative for Germany if they feel that there is any what they call political indoctrination or any AfD bashing from teachers within their schools. Now, this has been heavily criticised by teachers' unions and also by the Education Ministry in Germany, that they're saying the AfD wants to use students as sort of covert spies to be able to report on teachers. This initiative has already been introduced in Hamburg, and this is something the AfD want to roll out across Germany in other federal states.